Okay guys, I know you can tell by the title. Did y'all read that title? Yes, I have so much to go ahead and fill you guys on. So if this is your very first time to my channel, welcome to Officially Empowered. I am Lady Bree. I hope that you like what you see and what you hear, and hopefully by the end of the video you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Today is very exciting for me. I have been waiting to film this. I've been wanting to share this information with you guys, and if you already looked at the title, you already know what's up. So without further ado, let's get to it.
You're watching Lady Bree, and this is what you'll see. Empowerment for your life with a focus on G-O-D. It's really not about me, but for His glory. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you like what you see. It's Lady Bree.
Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started with this video. So I am honestly just so happy and grateful to God for allowing us to get pregnant. I know that a lot of women struggle with infertility, and I just know that it's definitely a struggle, and my heart goes out to all women who have to deal with it on a daily basis, because I know that it's definitely something that is not easy to deal with. So I'm just grateful to God for just trusting us and allowing us to go through this process. So just to kind of give you guys like a little background information. So my husband William and I have been married for almost 7 years. Like, that's crazy. Almost 7 years. And then we have one son, Clay, who is basically 4 years old. He's 3.5, not 3.5. He's basically almost 4. I'm just not sure when this video is going to go up. But he will be 4 in March. And we're now expecting our second child. So if you know anything about me, I did not think that I wanted to have a second child. I was like, I only want to go through pregnancy and birth once. William is an only child. His mom is an only child. I'm the baby. I have an older brother and an older sister, but I was like, you know what, just one child for me. I just want to give all of my kisses and hugs and love to just one child. And we had Clay, and so for a long time we were okay with that. We were all good to go. We were super happy. We was content with just little Clay. And so he was 1 year old, I was fine. 2 years old, fine. 3 years old, fine. But like in the middle of the year 2021, I'm like, I think we could have another baby and everything will be okay. My only reservation that I had, and it's going to sound so silly when I say it out loud, but I was just thinking like, I don't know if I can give any more love to another child. Like, I just want to love my son Clay. Like, how can I ever give another child any more love? Knowing that parents have more than one child every single day, but that was just like my thought process. I just didn't know how to do that. So the school year started, and I remember specifically it was in August, and I was driving to work, and God, I don't know what I saw, but he literally just gave me peace. Like, Brianna, you can have another baby and you're going to be just fine. I don't know what I was worried about, but he literally gave me peace. And I called my husband right then and there on my way to work super early and was like, hey babe, like, I think I want to have another child. He was like, what? Now, he's been wanting another child, honestly. Like, he wants a little girl so bad, so he's been wanting another child, but I know it's kind of like just been me. I just been thinking about everything and like, you know, no, we'll be okay. But I called him that day and I was like, babe, like, I think we'll be okay with like another child. Like, I would not mind having another child. And at first I thought it was like just pregnancy fever. I thought that it was just going to go away by like 10 o'clock by noon and I'll be good to go. But I kept having this fever like all day long. I just had like a peace, like, God, okay, I see what you're saying. I'm seeing all the signs that you're giving me. Like, it's gonna be okay. So that was in August. And in the month of August, my husband and I began to try to conceive. And with my son Clay, it happened so fast. Like, I literally remember the time, the place, and everything when I conceived my son Clay. So in my mind, I felt like, oh, it's gonna be that easy again. I was wrong. It wasn't that easy. So we tried to conceive in August. Nothing happened there. We tried to conceive in September. Nothing happened there. We tried to conceive in October and nothing happened there. And by that time, just because it was so easy for me to get pregnant with my son Clay, I felt like, you know, something may be wrong. There was a lot of negative pregnancy tests, and I kind of began just to get like a little bit down about it. I felt like, okay, well, maybe we're not supposed to have another child, you know. And so in the month of November, I decided to kind of start tracking my cycle. I started tracking it in August, but I really paid attention to it in November. So around November time, I actually got like ovulation strips, and I kind of figured out when I was exactly ovulating, or estimated as much as possible when I was ovulating and everything. And in the midst of that time, William actually got called to a mission. And I was also extremely sad about that, because I'm like, you know, we're trying to conceive. How are we going to conceive when you're gone and everything like that? So that was also like a really big downer into this whole process, because I mean, he was leaving and he was going to be gone for quite some time. Luckily, the Lord provided a way for him to be able to come home certain times. So it's not like his very first deployment where he was in another country and I couldn't see him for a whole year. So that brought me like a little excitement, or just a little bit more contentment about him having to go on this mission. So here comes November, and I am just trusting God, trusting the process, and I'm doing the ovulation strips and everything. And you know, my husband and I made it do what it do. So he's again off on mission, and December comes around, and I don't know what made me want to take a pregnancy test, but I was at work and I was scrolling on YouTube in my lunchtime, and I saw a video that said I got my big fat positive 8 days after ovulation. At that time, I was about 6 or 7 days after ovulation. So something told me to just buy a pregnancy test. So I went to Target right after work, came home, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take it. We shall see. So I came home and I took a pregnancy test, and I saw a line, that second line that we all dream of having when we're trying to conceive. And I saw that line. It was a bit faint, but you can clearly see that that was a line there. And so I'm going to try to go ahead and include footage of me showing you guys that line. Hi guys. Okay, so it is December the 7th, 2021. I just made it home from work. William is on a military mission right now, but I had like a little feeling that I needed to come home and take a pregnancy test. So I took one. Now mind you, I know they say that it's best to take it like first thing in the morning, but something told me to just take it when I got home from work. The line is a bit faint, but y'all, I think we are pregnant. And I don't know what to do with myself right now. I want to try to show you guys and see if it works. I don't know, hopefully you'll be able to see it. Can you see the second line? That is definitely a second line. I'm so thankful, but I'm just like, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Like, we're pregnant. And this is so much different than the first time, just because I got pregnant with Clay like that, okay? Like, it was literally like that. And my best friend actually called me one day, and she was like, hey, randomly, I was maybe one day late on my cycle. And she calls me, she says, I think you need to go ahead and take a pregnancy test. And William was right there with me. He refused to leave me alone. So I took it, and that was pregnant. But with him being on a mission, he's not here. But y'all, look at that. You can clearly see that second line. Like, you can see it. So I am just, I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm gonna take it again in the morning time, because they say that's the best time, but I just had to come and document this for you guys. Like, I'm pregnant. And immediately after that, I called my best friend, and I put the camera to the pregnancy test, and I was like, Ashley, like, do you see this line? And she was like, yes, like, I see that line. And from that moment, I must have just like cried and just praised God, because I remember all of those negative pregnancy tests starting in August. And so I just praised God, because I'm like, okay, God, I see this line, but you know what? I'm not going to get too excited. I'm going to take another test in the morning. So mind you, I'm about, I think 7 or 8 days past ovulation. So I know a lot of times you do not get a positive test until maybe like 11 days post ovulation. So I said, I'm not gonna get too excited. I tried to wait until the next morning, but I could not. Now mind you, my restroom at this point is filled with nothing but pregnancy tests because, again, we were in that process. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull out a digital pregnancy test. Now mind you, digital pregnancy tests usually do not pick up that soon. But I said, I'm just gonna pick one up. So I go in the restroom, I get a digital pregnancy test, and it said pregnant. And from that moment again, I'm just so excited. I'm crying and I'm just so thankful. With Clay, I did not have the opportunity to surprise my husband just because he was right there in the moment with me. He didn't want to leave me alone. He wanted to be right there when I did the pregnancy test, so there was no surprising him. So with him being on a mission, I was like, okay, this will be the most amazing time to be able to surprise him with this news, because again, we have been wanting another child. He has really been wanting another child, and he saw my disappointment in the months coming that we were not getting pregnant. So I knew I wanted to surprise him. So I was trying to act normal. Whenever I talked to him on the phone, I was trying to act normal as much as possible. So I got my first big positive on December the 7th. Now William was which I think was a Tuesday. William was coming home that week because we had a wedding to go to that weekend. So he was coming home in a few days. I expected to see him like on Friday night, maybe Saturday. So I said, you know what? I'm going to find some way to surprise him on Saturday. And I'm gonna have to let y'all know exactly what's happening with that. But I just wanted to make this video just to encourage anyone who is out there and you're trying to conceive. Do not give up. Definitely continue to trust God with this process. Again, for someone who wasn't sure if I wanted to have another child, and then God blessed me with another child, I'm just so thankful for this journey. Again, I'm not sure when this video is going to be uploaded, just because I want to make sure that, you know, everything is developing the way that it needs to develop. But I have so many videos for you guys. I want to give you another story time of how I told William I was pregnant, as well as, you know, my symptoms I've been feeling and different things like that. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys this life update of what's been happening. We are expecting, and I just give God all the glory, like honestly, like all the glory. I'm just so thankful again that he's trusting us with this process, and I know that it's going to be a journey. Another reason why I didn't want to have a baby like right off the bat is just because I wanted to, you know, spend that time with Clay. If you know anything about my family, my husband deployed about I don't think it was like 3 months. Well, yeah, it was about 3 months after Clay was born. He left for an entire year. So it was honestly just me and Clay. So then when he came back, I knew that he needed that time to bond with Clay. We dealt with a lot of death in the family within these last few years, like major death in the family. So I just wanted to make sure that we spent enough time with Clay. I didn't think I could handle having 2 under 2 and then still being a full-time teacher. I just didn't think that it would work out for me and my family. But the Lord had a different plan this go around. So again, my son is basically almost 4 years old, and I think he's going to be an amazing big brother. He's so helpful, he's so loving. So I'm extremely excited to see that I have like this big toddler, and then I'm starting all over again. So this is going to be fun. But I'm super excited about everything. My little family is growing, and again, I just give God all the glory. I know I've been missing in action, but there's just been a lot that's been going on. But I definitely wanted to come to my family and give you guys this amazing news about our new little addition. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little catch-up video, and until the next video, which is going to be coming soon, please make sure that you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button right down here, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we post a new video. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. I don't think I can tell right now, of course, what I'm having. Of course, I don't know the gender, but I've been having the people that we have told, which has been like immediate family. They're kind of giving their predictions just by looking at my face, and I'm like, what do you mean? I feel like my face is the same. But if you guys feel like you can kind of guess the gender just from my face, go ahead and comment down below what do you think we're gonna have. Of course, as people always say, we want healthy baby. That's the first team that we're on, team healthy baby. William of course wants a girl. I would love to give him a girl just because we already have a boy, but I promise you I don't mind being a boy mom at all. I don't mind having 2 boys either, but of course we want healthy baby. So go ahead and comment down below, what do you think we're gonna have this go round. I love you guys so much, and I'm just so glad that I am back on YouTube. So go ahead and stay tuned for the next video where I show you guys how I surprised William with our pregnancy. So until the next time guys, y'all be blessed. Bye.